French Bulldog vs. Pug. Both of these breeds are small-sized, relatively flat-faced companion dogs that are ideal for apartment living. They are dogs with a lot of love to give and are very affectionate towards their owners. They will often trail after you everywhere you go, much like having a dog as your shadow. You may look back and find that they are there even when you go to the bathroom. These dogs can be incredibly silly and amusing as they just want to make you laugh. Although they are quite similar in many ways, there are also quite a few differences between these two breeds that you will learn about in this video. So let's take a look at the most important things to know about these breeds. Number 1. Their origins. The French Bulldog was first produced in England, then popularized in France, and finally perfected in America. This adorable little bowling ball of a dog has a history of charming everyone from call girls to kings. They were initially bred in the UK in the 1800s and result from careful crossbreeding between small English bulldogs and French ratters. The Frenchie's ancestors were used to keep workers in English lace-making factories warm. These small dogs curled up on laps, acting like hot water bottles. When the Industrial Revolution closed down many small craft shops, these lace makers emigrated to the north of France, taking these little bulldogs with them. Their popularity rapidly spread from Normandy to Paris. Soon, the English breeders had a lively trade, exporting them to France. They were favorites of all Parisians, from butchers to cafe owners and dealers in the rag trade. They even became notorious as the favorites of Parisian streetwalkers. High society folks and even royalty soon noticed these cute little bulldogs, and it wasn't long before wealthy Americans traveling in France also fell in love with this endearing breed and started bringing them back to the US. They were even featured on the cover of the 1897 Westminster catalog despite not yet being an approved AKC breed. However, the interest in purebred Frenchies declined during the Depression of 1930s. A small number of breeders in America and Europe did keep the flame alive, yet by 1940, French Bulldogs were still considered a rare breed. It wasn't until the 1980s that the Frenchie star began to rise again. Since then, the popularity of these little dogs has soared, and they are now ranked among the top 3 in the world, with it common to see Frenchies featured in ads, movies, or stories about celebrities. On the other hand, theories about Pug's origin have caused much debate. It is generally accepted that they originated in China as a favorite breed of the imperial court. In China, dogs were treated almost like royalty, and even had titles of rank bestowed upon some of them. They were carefully guarded, and many had servants to care for them, and to see that they enjoyed every comfort. There has long been a breed of dog known as the Hapa, which is similar to a smooth-coated Pekingese. Many people believe that the Hapa may be the progenitor of the Pug. By 730-82 AD, there were mentions of a small short-faced dog, known as the Sushan Pai dog, among gifts sent from Korea to Japan. The word Pai comes to be used as the name for this type of dog, and it is possible that to Western ears, this name may have resembled the name Pug. Pugs were clearly popular throughout Asia, and seem to have made their way to Europe via Russia. The aunt of Russia's Catherine the Great was reputed to have kept a score of them. However, the pug's career as a citizen of the world truly began in the 1500s. Legend holds that the pug became the mascot of Holland's royal house of Orange when one saved the life of the prince by barking to warn him of an attack by Spanish troops. When William and Mary of Orange arrived in England to assume the monarchy, their pugs accompanied them and began a craze for the breed among the British. Pugs have become increasingly popular in recent years, with a 5-fold increase in Kennel Club registrations of pugs between 2005 and 2017, with nearly 11,000 in the UK alone. Number 2. Their personality. French Bulldogs are even-tempered house dogs that thrive on attention. In fact, they demand it. They are quirky, playful, and full of energy, making them the epitome of the small dog with a big personality. Frenchies also have a bit of a mischievous side, so they need an owner that can laugh along with them while sticking to a training plan. French Bulldogs also don't bark a lot, only when they find real cause for excitement. Often, they're just as satisfied playing with kids and other animals as they are being couch potatoes. Goofy yet intelligent French Bulldogs make an easygoing best friend for any dog lover. Likewise, pugs are known as the clowns of the canine world as they have an excellent sense of humor and like to show off. They thrive on human companionship, but can be highly sensitive and don't like to be left alone. They also tend to make noise, frequently barking, snorting, grunting, and so on. Although these pups have a stubborn side, especially regarding house training, they're playful, affectionate dogs who will get along well even with novice pet parents. If you're looking for a loving, easygoing pal, this may be the breed for you. Number 3. Their appearance. French Bulldogs have a small, compact body that's well proportioned and relatively muscular, except for the wrinkled skin around their face and shoulders. Frenchies often come in cream, fawn, and white colors, but they can also have brindle patterns or black masks. A distinctive feature of the French Bulldog is its bat-like ears. Their dark brown eyes and their adorable, squished-up faces are also trademarks of this breed. Lastly, a healthy full-grown French Bulldog tops usually out at around 28 pounds. Meanwhile, Pugs are an incredibly distinct breed in terms of appearance. They are pretty square and thick-set with round, flat faces, deep wrinkles, large dark eyes, and velvety ears. Also, they have moles called beauty spots on their cheeks, a thumbprint-shaped mark on their forehead, and a black trace that runs down their back. These short-haired dogs have sleek double-layered coats in various colors, including black, fawn, silver fawn, and apricot. Pugs also have that classic underbite, which gives them a very comical, faux grumpy expression. Finally, they tend to be less robust than Frenchies and rarely weigh more than 18 pounds. Do you like this video? If so, it would make our day if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss new videos and can learn more about dogs every day. Number 4. Their trainability. French Bulldogs might be small, but they are definitely intelligent. This makes them really adaptable to training. They will love their training as long as you make it fun, as this breed adores playing games. They will happily learn all the basics and some tricks. For the best results, the training should be in short sessions, as they will lose interest quickly otherwise. Additionally, showering your Frenchie with treats and affection during the training period will get you fast results. Punishing or yelling at this dog will frustrate him and may stop listening altogether. House training will take some time and patience, and most breeders recommend creating them for 4 to 6 months for full training. The Pug is an independent, intelligent, and stubborn dog that can be very hard to train. They tend to get bored quickly with repetitive tasks. Therefore, like the Frenchie, the training should include fun stuff to keep them interested. However, they are often very eager to please their owner, so with gentleness, they can be properly trained to a high degree. Pugs also respond well to food, so delicious treats should be included as a reward, but they should be given in limited amounts as they quickly get fat. Number 5. The time investment needed. French Bulldogs are perfect for urban living because they do not shed very much at all and have fine, short, and smooth coats. This means they need very little grooming. They will require a bath about once a month, giving extra attention to their wrinkles to ensure they don't get any sores. Their small stature also means they don't need a lot of exercise. In fact, as adult French Bulldogs sleep for around 10 to 13 hours per day, so they take up very little time. Pugs have been companion dogs for thousands of years and will always consider themselves to be family members and equal to the two-legged residents of your home. This also means they suffer from separation anxiety. So, if your life involves being at work all week and then out every night and weekend, you probably cannot provide the time for a pug. Additionally, pugs constantly shed, so they need near daily grooming. However, they require minimal exercise, as long as you don't overfeed them. 1 or 2 medium walks will be more than enough, and they will happily sit on your lap the rest of the time. Number 6. The cost of ownership. French Bulldogs are immensely popular, and it's easy to understand why. But this also makes them expensive to buy. Not only that, but many people will often overlook the ongoing cost of owning a Frenchie. They can often cost between $2,600 and $4,300 to buy. Then you can also expect to pay around $120 to $160 in maintenance costs each month. This can include food, insurance, vet bills, toys, and many more expenses. When it comes to pugs, a puppy is likely to cost between $600 to $1,900, with the average price being in the ballpark of $1,175, depending on pedigree and age. The first year of expenses will often hit $2,755, and then about $86 to $140 per month for general upkeep bills after that. It's worth noting that as they can live a long time and can need corrective surgery for their breathing issues, this can be much more. So what do you think so far? Do you prefer the French Bulldog or the Pug? Stay tuned for more, and if you are interested in other dog comparisons, check out some of our playlists and discover even more information about dogs. Number 7. Their health. French Bulldogs are prone to a condition called brachycephalic airway syndrome. This is a combination of narrow nasal openings, a long soft palate in the mouth, and a narrow windpipe. This means they may struggle to catch their breath when exercising and prefer breathing out of their mouth rather than their nose. They tire easily, especially when it's hot, and must be watched closely to prevent overexertion. French Bulldogs also have sensitive skin, making them susceptible to allergies, and managing them may require frequent visits to the vet. Moreover, Frenchies are rarely able to give birth naturally due to their pelvis shape and head size. A C-section is generally required, which is something worth considering if you wish to breed from yours. Yet, with good care and a healthy lifestyle, The Frenchie can easily live 10 to 14 years. Similarly, pugs are also brachycephalic dogs and more susceptible to various health problems than other breeds. In particular, they may require surgery to open their airways and improve their breathing. They are also prone to eye, ear, and skin infections and breathing problems. This means they require consistent and frequent bathing and ear cleaning, as well as regular and sometimes expensive trips to the veterinarian. Despite these health issues, pugs have also been known to live close to 20 years. However, even given their ability to gain weight quickly and their overall respiratory issues, the average lifespan is still 12 to 15 years. Number 8. The best home for them. French Bulldogs are considered an easy breed to care for and ideal for city living. This is thanks to the fact that even though they do not need a daily walk to keep them healthy, they do not require much exercise. French Bulldogs are also a very caring breed. They are energetic and playful and love to be with people and other animals. So if you live in a small apartment with other pets and no nearby hiking trails, your Frenchie will still be very content. Pugs don't mind being kept on the lead, making them great canine companions for owners that don't have easy access to massive open fields. They are also small and tend not to roam very much, so they're well suited to life in a flat apartment or modest living space. Overall, pugs are easygoing companions, full of character and loyal to their owners. Even though they're small, pugs are more robust than they appear, making them good companions for children, and they make great household pets as long as they get plenty of attention.